taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the... Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So USC's offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Lockett. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. Got the back over the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Well, the good news is they got a touchdown. The bad news is he took a smash right in the mustache.
No doubt. And didn't even have any tremors. He definitely felt that one, felt every bit of it. Don't want to take too many shots like that, but you can also point up to the scoreboard and go, Coach, touchdown.
So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. to the air on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Got his man quickly.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Shotgun snap on third down. Looking left. He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Lockett. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Connor. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Gain of 20.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. The play action fake. It's complete to the right. Oh, what a cut! They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Brought down near the 6-yard line. First and goal, USC.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Motion from the wideout. He's got him, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Now the play fake. Using the quick game. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And it's put in danger, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Firing to the right, complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Back to throw, it's Lockett. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
That's caught. It's Connor. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Lockett. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Connor. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Trojans are rolling down the field.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Takes the handoff. It's Hutchinson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He goes out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football away.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hutchinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hutchinson. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Lockett. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll cut this lead down to 5. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Lockett. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hutchinson. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Back to pass, it's Lockett. Makes the grab on the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Complete on the shuffle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Trying to get it to the marker. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Trojans have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than...
Touchdown, USC! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Got it in the middle. It's Lemon. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Sends it back in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally sneaks into the end zone?
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he added the extra point.
USC 28, Stanford.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to throw, it's Lockett. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Grabbed over the middle. It's Connor. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Wants to throw. It's Lockett. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Connor.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Try to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Stanford quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Still running at the 35. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Stanford! Fit it in the window for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 21 over SMU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense changing the play. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Trojans! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
42, Stanford.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Bulldozes his way through. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The Hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Looking for a man. It's Lockett. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Zings it complete to the right. Beck's going for the goal line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Smashes through the tackle. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Stanford! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.